What's up everybody, Mantruce here, and as you all know, it's top 10 week where every day is a brand new top 10, and today we're looking at Forza, and we're on the hunt for the Drift King.
Drift King, huh? I'm not trying to be rude by putting this guy out, but let's be honest, he has no idea what he's doing. It appears to me that all he's done was grab random clips and add a little commentary over them. These top 10 picks are completely unfair. The true drifters inside this collaboration of videos will be shown in the correct order. I am only doing this to give those who bust their butts off every day proper credit and recognition. Those who got the game for a week should not be featured here, but then again it can motivate those who aren't as skilled. We all know there are tons of better drifters out there, but this is completely unfair, so let's get it right. Originally, Bear Dopes was placed at 5th place for his attempt for drifting, but by judging on how he controls his car throughout the corners, it reminds me of myself attempting to drift in Grid 2. And we all know how that went. I do believe that in the future, if he were to practice more, he can become an amazing drifter, but as of right now, I have to give him this spot out of the respect for the others who worked very, very hard for this game. Here we have the Swaggins drifting his 2012 Camaro. Now, whenever I see Test Track, I don't believe you or anyone else needs a high level of skill to drift in an open space, but by adding a little 360 entry, you can say it makes up for such a basic track. Now, originally he was placed at 10th, but I think he deserves 9th. Here we have another Camaro, handled by a fellow named Bone Grimmaster. Now, you don't see many people out there that can drift without their guideline on without sliding off the track, but Grimmy here shows that he can do it. Now, his weight transfer could use some work, same with his ability to hold a drift for a long duration of time, but I was not impressed with how early he cut his drift off at the last corner. But he has chosen a more complex track, and originally he was placed 7th, but I think he deserves 8th. Here we have Chandel Fatty. He's here putting on his drifting display of his BMW. Now, I had a hard time deciding between him and 8th place, but I do believe that Fatty has more potential to rise above Bone, even though he's only done the first corner of Alps. We have Lee 180SX, and he's presenting his beat up 240SX. Now, this shows that he's a cold hard drifter, but he starts out with an attempt to do reverse entry, but I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for that one. Now, his drift was beginning to seem smooth at first, until he cut the corner short by going over the apex, so I'll have to give him 6th place for this one. Alright, here we have Domestic Mango. He appears to be a crowd favorite amongst the Forza community of drifters, but I do believe his popularity got him to 1st place in the Xbox's top 10 drift. Now then, I would have been more impressed if he would have submitted an unedited clip of him drifting a corner, but all he did was just submit a bunch of edits, and it does look seemingly cool, I will admit. But, if you guys haven't noticed, his drift car was in a certain class which was set in a career race, and I'm forced to believe that he was using the rewind feature the whole entire time to get such drifts. But then again, those extra cars that he was swerving by could have been used for extra camera angles. Alright, here you have a guy named Wolf Parts. As you can see, he's rocking his R34 Skyline, but for some odd reason he's in 2nd gear and he's still holding an extremely solid angle. Now this does look a little suspicious, and I'm kind of forced to believe that this is all-wheel drive, but yet again, anything is possible with a lot of practice. So, I wouldn't know for sure, but just by judging it, I do think it is all-wheel drive. But since he has shown, quite the decency of drifting, I do believe that he can get 4th place. Well, what do we have here? I do believe that this is a pinkish or purplish Skyline, and this is controlled by a guy named B.I. Minion. Now, I kind of forgot what his original position was or where he was placed at, but I'm going to give him a solid 3rd place due to the amount of points that he's contained, and I have faith that I will be seeing him on Rivals very, very soon if he continues this. Alright, here we have another competitor named Mark Thrill or Merc Thrill. I'm not sure which one it is, but whichever one pleases you, then that's the one I'll call you by. Now then, he's presenting us with his 1973 Trans Am Firebird. I do believe that's what it is. Yes, I think I am correct. And you can see that he's taking the last corner ever so fluently, but I do believe that he can score some more points. And also, he did add another video of him tandeming with his buddies, and I do believe that lands him second place. There may have been someone else who could have easily taken second place, but I'm having a hard time deciding on who truly deserves this spot, so I'm gonna have to give it to Mark or Merc. And here we have the Drift King, Seattle Beats, man. I have to give it to you. I absolutely hated the Aston Martin for a numerous amount of reasons, and that's only because I cannot drift it. But here you are drifting it like it's just nothing. You drift it like I drift my Range Rover and Buick Regal. Not to mention you're scoring over 30,000 for a chain up on this track. And some people, or majority of the people out there, that is very, very hard for them to do just in one lap. So I have to congratulate you at giving me the spot that you truly deserve. And I really hope that I can meet you inside the lobby. I do believe you've sent me a message one day, unless that's somebody else I'm thinking of. But either way, you got it. You got the number one spot for this top 10 drift thing. And I really hope I can see you in some more top 10 drift videos, or if I can catch you online to congratulate you. So keep it up and just keep on drifting, everybody. Alright everybody, in conclusion of this video, I just want to thank you all who support me, and for everybody else who just completely drifts out there just for the fun of it. And that's what made this video what it is now. But I do believe that people who work harder than others should be rewarded higher. You know, just like, for instance, if you do more work, you deserve more pay. And whenever they made this video, the original video, it just didn't seem like they knew what they were doing. It seemed like they just wanted to pick everything that they wanted to, just throw it all together, and then they'll just pick Domestic Mango as a crowd favorite. Now then, I'm not saying I don't like the guy. I actually do like Domestic Mango. He makes really cool videos. As a matter of fact, his videos are so appealing that his Forza Horizon Cop Chase video, for a split second, I thought, you know, that was an actual game mode, but then, you know, I was like, no, that's just effects. But understand the regard I made about the rewind feature will be taken offensively to those who, you know, look up to Mango, but I don't know how to explain this without being rude. Now then, it does seem obvious that he is using the rewind feature for those specific clips. I'm not saying he does it for all his other videos, but it just for those specific clips, that's just what I'm assuming. But he could have used them for camera effects, and I don't really see the need to use a rewind feature, you know, with something so basic. Nobody would have to try that hard to even use that. I don't want to spread any rumors or anything. I know this is going to reflect badly on who I am, and I'm going to get a crap load of comments of just pure hate and how I'm just a cocky faggot and I shouldn't have made this video. But really and truly, I'm just sharing out my opinion, and I don't believe that anybody else who was watching that video should be led to believe that what they were shown was actually true quality drift. What I see that was true quality drift would have to be, you know, the clip done by Seattle Beats. He's the best so far that I've seen inside that little, you know, collaboration of clips. And if I've offended anybody with anything that I've said, please take this in deep consideration, that I am truly sorry if I've, you know, seriously offended you. But I'm just speaking my heart out, and that's something I usually don't do because I'm always concealed inside my own little mind of Forza 5 driftingness and getting upset with trolls and whatnot. But yeah, you know what I mean. So if I've offended you or anybody else you know, just let them know that I'm sorry. You know, no harm. It's just that I'm just trying to speak out the truth, man. That's all I'm trying to do. And as I told you guys before, then this video was meant to give people the proper, you know, placement that they deserved, along with an explanation of why they got it. And I'm not gonna hold back and try to be nice to people, you know, just to what's the term called, like buttercup, sugarcoat things. You know, I'm just gonna be very blunt with what I have to say, and that's just what I mean. So once again, I know all these hated comments are going to be flowing in my inbox. Is going to be mainly towards my comment about Domestic Mango, but that's just truly how I feel. I love his videos. I do like his dubstep remixes and whatnot. I think it's very, very interesting. Even I've tried to do some of that dubstep stuff, and I couldn't do it. I mean, there was just no way I'm gonna be able to pull it off. I can reverse drift, but I can't do it. So it's just his gig. That's his territory. He masters that stuff, and he is a phenomenal editor. I really do wish I could make edits like he can, because by all means, I would make the best cops and robbery video you guys would have ever laid eyes on. Thanks for watching.